Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, my friends. Welcome. I am Darkside Phil, and I wholeheartedly welcome you here to a very special day of streaming. I am super stoked and excited. I hope you guys and gals are too. Today's October 2nd, 2018. Ladies and gentlemen, today is momentous for three different reasons. Okay? The first is, today is the return of the Blue Bomber. The return of Mega Man. He has not had a game, an official game released from Capcom since 2010. As you well know, if you were listening to today's pre-stream music, Mega Man 10 was released on April, I think like April 2nd or April 3rd, something like that, in 2010. And I ended up playing it on my birthday, April 6th, 2010. And the playthrough was so epic that people went back and made a music remix of it that became incredibly popular on YouTube. We called, by the Mass Defect there. And I use it every single day on my pre-streams. Pretty amazing. Now, Mega Man, after that, never had another game, leading people to complain, about how he was basically misused, mistreated, and, what happened to Mega Man. Finally, here we are years later, even after the original creator, Inafune, went on to try to make his own version of Mega Man in Mighty Number 9, we actually have Mega Man 11, an official installment in the Mega Man franchise. Alright, so after 8.5 freaking years, we finally have a new Mega Man game. So just that in itself would make today epic. But ladies and gentlemen, today's also officially the real beginning, in my opinion, of the crazy hardcore gaming season, the fall gaming season, where so many new releases are coming out all in a short period of time. There's no possible way that anyone could keep up with all of them. And it's the start of Broke-tober. Today, numerous new releases all released on the same day. And again, unless you were made of money, good luck affording all of those games, right? But ladies and gentlemen, there is a third epic reason why today is such an important and special day. Today, October 2nd, 2018, is officially my 10-year anniversary as a video game content creator. It was on October 2nd, 2008, when I uploaded my very first gameplay commentary video to YouTube back on my original Darkside Phil channel, titled Star Wars: The Force Unleashed Star Destroyer Gameplay Sucks. That's right. And it was just me. I still remember the day. I remember doing this. On a whim, I set up my digital camera crooked to the television. It wasn't even a widescreen camera, so I couldn't even fit my whole TV in the frame. And I was in this segment of Star Wars: The Force Unleashed where you had to use the Force powers to pull Star Destroyers out of the sky, but it was incredibly frustrating because it was tedious. There were waves of TIE fighters you had to keep taking out and then pull it back down to onto the ground. And I had been doing this segment for about 35 minutes and hadn't beaten it yet. And I said, I'm so angry at this, I want to record this. Okay, and I recorded it with just some impromptu commentary over it. At first, the video didn't do so good. I'd say within 1 to 2 days, it kind of got a little bit of viewership, a few thousand views or whatever, people who were looking for gameplay of the new game. So then I started doing other stuff. I remember recording Dead Space, the first ever survival horror game I really had played as anything like that, and I only did highlights. I didn't record the whole game, but I only did a few video highlights of the game. And then I did Mercenaries 2 while drunk. I was pretty drunk playing the game and would record the most messed up parts of the game, in my opinion. Like if there was a glitch or there's something stupid going on or something annoying, I would record it. And then, the rest is history. After that, it kind of took off. People liked my videos and were asking me to make more. They were saying, please do full playthroughs of these games. Don't just do highlights, do more videos. So I did. I started doing full playthroughs with games like Fable 2 and Fallout 3, Call of Duty back then, and Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead was huge, okay? And the rest is kind of history, I just basically kind of messed around with video games and gameplay and had fun with it and was very irreverent with my commentary, at times very immature, but people seemed to like the impromptu style of stuff that I would put out. It wasn't scripted, it wasn't edited, it was just raw, commentary over raw gameplay, and people really enjoyed it. And the rest is history. Here we are 10 years later, and I'm still here. I'm now doing this for a living. I put out probably on a daily basis more videos over the last 10 years than any single person on the internet, especially gamers. Like, you know, like I said, a lot of these people who do this for a living will just edit, oh, it's the best of highlights, or, you know, they don't do the raw experience kind of deal like I do, right? I'm pretty much kind of a holdout of an entire generation of gamers who used to do it this way and don't really do it anymore. And it's kind of cool to know that I'm still true to myself after 10 years. I could still put out daily entertaining content for you guys. I could still cover all the hot new releases, and you guys still coming to hang out with me and have fun, right? This is pretty awesome. All right? Pretty awesome. So thank you guys very, very much for 10 awesome years. I'm very excited that today is the beginning of the busy gaming season. Every single day here, guys, on stream, we're going to have multiple gaming streams of hot new release content balanced off with some other stuff. Like, for example, I'll be continuing on my Dragon Quest XI playthrough. I'll be continuing coverage of games like Street Fighter V. But I will be covering most new releases. In fact, let me give you the rough idea of what you guys can expect. All right? Coming up the next couple of weeks. So today we've got Mega Man 11 right now on this first of 2 gameplay streams. Later tonight, it's the premiere of Fist of the North Star, Lost Paradise. Yes, I got it on here on my PS4, and I'll be playing that later tonight, okay? Then tomorrow, more Mega Man 11. I'm probably going to do a little bit of Dragon Quest tomorrow night. Then Thursday, a full stream of Fist of the North Star, paired with either more Mega Man 11 if I need more time for it, but if not, maybe I'll do some Street Fighter V, we'll see. And then on Thursday night, I'm doing a 3rd gameplay stream, the premiere of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. That'll be around 9 p.m. So 3 separate gameplay streams this Thursday. That's pretty insane when you think about it, right? Then on Friday, more Assassin's Creed Odyssey is the main gameplay stream. And then at night, we'll see. We'll play it by ear. Maybe it'll be Fist of the North Star. Maybe it'll be Mega Man. Maybe it'll be something else. I don't know. We'll play it by ear and we'll see. But Assassin's Creed Odyssey is the main stream on Friday. Assassin's Creed Odyssey will also be the main stream on Saturday. Yes, I will be streaming this Saturday. Absolutely, I will be. Okay? And then we're going to just basically pair it all up and balance everything for those several days until my day off, which is going to be Monday. So I'm going to be here all this week. No time off, just working my butt off. Covering all the new releases and having fun and sharing those gameplay experiences with you guys, okay? So I hope that you guys will enjoy and be here and hang out with me every day, you know? Pretty cool. Now, also, ladies and gentlemen, we have 4 new emotes in the chat today. 4. Now, these emotes, I'll be honest, weren't planned. It wasn't like I had asked for these. These are things that people had made. And I said, well, you know, we have 5 open emote slots. Thanks to all the amount of crazy subs we had over the last couple of months. We had 5 open emote slots. And I said, let's start using some of these emote slots, okay? So we've got a new Deathface emote. Deathface, as you know, was always the antagonist of my Project 7 series from years and years and years ago. There seemed to be a resurgence of interest in Project 7 after I played it on my 10th anniversary special retrospective last week. So, Deathface for you in the stream chat. There's a new Angry emote. And this one, in my opinion, is much better than the old Angry emote. This one is DSP Anger. And it's an angry face of mine. Pretty good. There's also a Huh emote for when I get confused in video games and don't know what the hell's going on, which is very frequent. So that one should probably be used a ton. And then we've got the Banhammer emote. And of course, people already up in arms about this emote. Oh my god, how could Phil have a negative emote? Banhammer, oh my god. So listen, these emotes are here, they're new. Please feel free to use them if you're a current sub. If you're not a current sub, if you subscribe, you can start using them right away. And I'm not saying that they're permanent, they're not. They're kind of just placeholders, things that people just made, ideas that they had, and I said, what the hell, add them because, you know, we have these spots. With all these empty spots, we might as well add these emotes, okay? So I did. Alright, so, you know, use them and enjoy them. If people submit different ones or better ones, I'd be more than happy to swap out. If there's emotes people don't like, I can easily replace them, okay? So let's see moving forward. Right now, I know there was someone who actually posted up a few more emotes, and one of them I actually really liked, but it wasn't in a format that I could save and then use as an emote. So I'm waiting for another update. So I could basically delete these and improve them on the fly. So if and when people do create new emotes, you know, first of all, if you want to create emotes or fan art or anything for the streams, head over to my forums at thekingofhate.com. There's a thread there in general section for fan art, and that's where you submit all that stuff. And if it's good enough, and you know, I'll put it on the stream. Okay, so please consider, if you have any kind of graphical talent, maybe you're a graphic artist or whatever, if you want to, you know, jump in on the fun, always feel free. You know, it's always available to you. Okay, so there you go. 4 new emotes. Will I keep them permanently? Really depends on you guys and if you like them and how much you use them. Okay. Whew. All right, so we've got a crazy week of full content ahead. 10th anniversary celebration. Mega Man on stream today. I mean, so many momentous things happening in one day. It's pretty crazy right now. All right. What I'd like to do, guys, is very briefly, I would like to do a plugs segment. Okay. And this plug segment is going to cover ways that you could support me. If you enjoy my content, if you'd like to see me continue to be able to put out fun and entertaining content in the future, if you love the daily live streams as well as the now much elongated videos on YouTube, if you guys haven't noticed, my DSP Gaming channel on YouTube, the videos are way longer now. They used to only be 10 minutes. Now they're between 40 minutes to sometimes 3 hours long, depending on the kind of game I'm playing. And people have basically said nothing but positives since I did this change, although it means that I'm making far less money on YouTube than I used to. All right. So what that means is if you like all the positive changes I've been having around here, please support in any way that you can so I can keep doing it. All right. So many different ways that you can support the efforts. Let's talk about them. The first is if you're liking the special events and the like that I've been working on. For example, I just did a Max Payne Patriots Choice playthrough. I just did a 10th anniversary retrospective playthrough, okay, where I went back and looked at all my old classic content. If you're interested in indie games, indie style games, that I'm going to be doing a marathon event style later this month or early in November. Halloween, right? You like Halloween, you want to see me celebrate Halloween horror games and dress up for Halloween. All this is made possible by people who pledge to my Patreon. When you pledge to my Patreon, you actually get access to forming these events. All right, I'll give you a perfect example. Pledging $5 or more to my Patreon gives you premium forum access and allows you to contribute to all of these events. Patrons have previously nominated and voted on games for indie style events. You know, Indies event coming up this month. Right now, they're going to be very shortly, either tonight or tomorrow, I'm going to set this up. They'll be nominating and voting on Halloween horror-themed games for my horror event coming up later this month. And they'll be voting on the category of Halloween costume I'll be wearing. Later this year, patrons who pledge $5 or more will be working towards stuff for the Christmas event that I'm going to be doing. Okay? So being a patron gives you unprecedented amount of control over my stuff, my fun special events, and all kinds of cool stuff that I do here, okay? So please consider pledging. Check it out at patreon.com/darksidephil. There's many different levels of perks that you can get, which are rewards you get based on how much you pledge. You can get a private Q&A video made, which I just made one the other day. You know, really awesome stuff. I'm not going to go into massive detail about it because you can find all the details at patreon.com/darksidephil. But please consider pledging if you have not. If you've never given it a look, please do. It's a really awesome way to get in on the fun and actually control a lot of the special events and things that I do here on the streams. Okay? There you go. All right. Now, also, guys, another great way to support would be to check out my Teespring shop at teespring.com/stores/DSPGaming. I sell all kinds of Dark Side Phil and DSP Gaming themed merchandise, including t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, stickers, and mugs. I have a 10th anniversary line of product, which I just launched last month, and considering today is actually my 10th anniversary, maybe head over there and give it a look. And if there's anything you like, thanks to anyone who does buy something. It's much appreciated, okay? And you get a cool collectible out of it. So give it a look, and thanks to anyone who has bought something in the past, okay? Now, the best probably way for you to jump in today and participate and support would be if you're here live on the stream and you're seeking to get a shout out, okay? there are many ways that you can get a shout out during today's live gameplay stream. You can either cheer with bits, you can subscribe to the channel, or you could tip me. If you do any of those three things, I will give you a verbal shout out during today's gameplay stream when it is appropriate. However, I do ask that if you are seeking a shout out that you follow a few very basic criteria. Okay? Number one, please be positive. If you're going to get a shout out, please don't bring in negativity. Don't insult myself or other stream chatters or other content creators on the internet. Please don't bring in negative memes about myself or other content creators. And I got to highlight this because some people have been coming in and trying to highlight memes of other content creators. That's not allowed either. Okay? Please don't try to bring up diversive topics like politics or religion that people are undoubtedly going to disagree about and argue about. All right? And please try to keep your messages short. If you post up a ginormous paragraph, I'm probably not going to read the whole thing. The bottom line is I'm trying to make an entertaining and fun stream that's chill for the audience. We don't want people coming in here with our, preconceived notions of, oh, I'm going to start drama and I want to start, just arguments and have Phil try to go on a rant or a rave. And, we don't want any of this stuff. The bottom line is this is supposed to be a fun place where people can just hang out, watch me play games, watch my, react to my reactions, and, have a fun, safe environment to just be chill, all right? And we do. In general, we have this. And it's a very fun streaming session and a very fun experience here on the streams. This year in particular, in my opinion, has been the best year for streaming I've ever had. And that's not lying. I really feel this year, with all the positive changes that I've made, has been the best streaming year I've ever had in my 10 years as a content creator. And I hope that you guys feel the same, okay? Now, if you'd like to go the extra mile and you'd like to see a fun Halloween-themed thank you animation play for your contributions today, you can do that. If you either cheer 50 bits or more in a single cheer, or if you tip me $5 or more in a single tip, or if you subscribe to the channel and then click on the share button that appears after you sub to the channel after a few minutes, you'll get a fun, spooky Halloween animation to play in the corner of the stream as a way to have recognition for your contributions. All right? Pretty sweet. Now, as you guys can see, at the top of your screens, there is a Stream Stats Leaderboard. This is a running tally of contributions for the day, including how many subscribers we have, how many, the top cheerer for the day, and the top tipper for the day. I will begin to update this shortly. We're going to do a shout-outs and thank you segment for those who did contribute on pre-stream so far today. So, great opportunity for you to get up there, especially if you want to be in their special playthrough. A lot of people will probably have their eyes on this playthrough. It's my 10th anniversary and the return of Mega Man. So, great opportunity to get noticed, right? In addition, guys, the cheering statistics on Twitch's stream chat. You see there's a leaderboard at the top of the stream chat. Those reset yesterday. So, still relatively low and reasonable. If you want to try to get into the top 10 cheerers for the week, great opportunity to do so today. All right? Now, let's talk about subscriptions, everybody. First of all, as you can see, we're still at a sky-high level of subscriptions, the most I've ever had. I think it was like 1160-something was the most I've ever had. A lot of those are gifted subscriptions. I'm talking about 600 or more. So expect that in the next, I would say, 1 to 2 weeks, we're going to have a dramatic dip in subs at one fell swoop. It's just going to happen. There's nothing we can do about that because most people are not going to renew those subscriptions, all right? That being said, all right, if you subscribe to the channel, you get many benefits, including access to all of my emotes, including my new emotes, right? As you guys can see, the anger emote, the death face, the huh, and the banhammer, plus all the other ones, the Spider-Man emotes, which will be very pertinent very soon because in just a few weeks here, we've got the first Spider-Man expansion. The Street Fighter emotes, which are going to be very good because I'm going to continue to play Street Fighter V, right? So all this stuff, very pertinent, very, very useful. And great emotes. I hope you guys will consider subbing to get them. Then also, you don't have to watch advertisements when I run them. That's another benefit. And you're going to get a cool chat crown badge that shows how long you've been a supporter. Ladies and gentlemen, it's official. But in about a month, some people will be hitting their 2-year anniversary as a subscriber of mine, which is pretty damned amazing when you think about it. I can't wait to see what these chat crowns end up looking like. So pretty awesome, and I hope that you guys will consider subscribing. If you're not a current sub, it's a great way to jump in and contribute, okay? All right. One final thing before I get to shout-outs. Some people recently have been wondering how to tip because I haven't talked about it in a while. Usually, usually around this time of month, I start talking about tipping. This month, I'm in a good situation, so I don't really desperately need tips or anything like that. However, tipping is a way that you can contribute to the streams. It's separate from cheering and subbing, completely separate from the whole Twitch way to do stuff. It's not integrated into Twitch. So how do you tip me during streams? There's two different ways. You can either type !tip into the stream chat to bring up a command for it, or if you look below the stream, there may be a button that says tip jar that you can click on, and either one method will take you to my tips page where you can either leave an anonymous tip or your name and a message via PayPal, and it's just another way to contribute and helps out, man. Okay, so just throwing that out there. All right, now let's get to shout-outs. We've got a lot of shout-outs to get through. It looks like a lot of people contributing this morning as part of the 10th anniversary shenanigans. All right, so first of all, let's get to some people overnight who contributed. Let's start off with Infinite55. Overnight, he did a 1,000-bit cheer, and he said, I really enjoyed your Abigail footage today, although I have to confess, it didn't at all feel like a Street Fighter game to me, which is correct. I believe that Abigail does not belong in the fucking game. He doesn't play like a Street Fighter character at all. Anyway, I wanted to stop by and wish you a happy 10th anniversary. I've been a fan of yours since early 2009. Here's to another 10 years of entertaining fun and exuberance. Thank you very much. Then Fred Flintstone did a 25-bit cheer to you try the Death Face emote. Very nice. Hollywood did a 50-bit cheer. Tanamounder did a 50-bit cheer. Game Master used Phoenix Down did a 25-bit cheer and said the letter A. Okay. And Golden Colts did a 75-bit cheer and said 10 years. That's right. Thank you, everyone, for your contributions overnight. Much appreciated. Then, let's moving on to people here who actually cheered sub or tip during today's live stream. We start off with Genetic Gamer 800, who cheered and said, what do you think your spirit animal is? I think it could be a bear. Since you're a nice person, but if someone attacks you, you will maul them. My spirit animal is, let's see, the elephant shrew. Yes, the elephant shrew. With its ridiculously silly nose, its cute furry body, its ability to make tracks, running tracks in the desert savanna, of which it runs through for maximum speed to avoid predators, and its incredible ferocity and its desire to persevere in the harshest of conditions. There you go, the elephant shrew. All right. Shout out to the Canada Sin who cheered. He says, happy 10th anniversary, Phil. Do you know if you pre-order the gold edition of Assassin's Creed Odyssey, you can play it starting today? I am well aware. However, I'm not going to pay $40 extra to play the game a couple days early, especially when there's other great new games that came out today that I want to play. Plus, I'm not sold on the Season Pass, which is what's included with it, so there you go. T-Dubs cheered. He says, it's finally official today. Congrats, 10 years of content creation. Hope many more years to come. Me too, T-Dubs. I would essentially love to do this as long as I can. I love doing this for a living. I really do. And, you know, here's to 10 more great years, if we, you know, or longer. Colonel Douglas Mortimer. Cheers is 10 years of hate. Thanks for all the entertaining content over the years, Phil. Even though I don't really agree with that, as you guys know, my moniker, the King of Hate, is not because I hate. It's because people hate on me, and I use that hate to motivate myself to do better and to persevere. That's really what the King of Hate moniker means. Although a lot of people don't understand that. It's never, oh, it's the guy who just sits here and hates on games all day. That's not what it is. A lot of people sadly had that misconception because they never did 5 seconds of research to actually find out because they're lazy. But it is what it is, you know. Some people will always have those misconceptions. But thank you for the support, and yes, thank you very much. A Guitar Player 1939 has done a 500-bit cheer. Thank you very much, Guitar Player. Let's get you up on the leaderboard as the top cheerer for today. Thank you for that contribution. All right, there we go. All right, shout out to That British Lad who did a 40-bit cheer. Thank you, That British Lad. BMTel has resubscribed to the channel at Tier 3 for the 10th month in a row. That is awesome. Thank you very much, first of all, for the resub. 10 months of support is great, but the Tier 3 sub is the highest level sub, and it helps me out a lot. You know, it's basically I get more out of it than the regular $5 sub. So thank you very much, BMTel, for that support. I really do appreciate it. All right, shout out to Monkey Spy 1 who did a 100-bit cheer and said, started hosting your stream today, Phil, and excited for Mega Man 11. All right, great. I'm super excited for Mega Man 11. I love Mega Man games. Grew up playing Mega Man 2, 3, 4, and 5 on the NES, and then later on the Mega Man X series on the Super NES. and, you know, played every numbered Mega Man up to now. I've played every single one. So, including the throwbacks 9 and 10 in 2008 and 2010. So now I'm very excited for Mega Man 11 in 2018. King of Hypocrisy just cheered. He says, with your streaming twice a day, uploading videos, having a certain elements following you everywhere you go on the internet, you feel like you're living in a real-life Truman Show. I'll be honest, at one point I did. When I used to record everything around me, right? Everything I did around me. I would record the food I ate in DSP Tries It, or take a picture of a meal that I was eating for the first time. I would vlog when I went out. I would then sit down and game all day. Like, everything I did was recorded and documented for the public consumption. And, yeah, at that point, you know, it really did feel like I had nothing private, that everything in my life was public. And, you know, to some extent it was nice for a while, until basically people turned it into a really gross, negative thing, taking information about me and using it to twist it into contorted, nasty stuff, making half-truths about me and trying to spread them all over the internet. Really messed up stuff, you know, and a lot of people hurt me using my public information that I put out there. And in the last year, I basically tried to completely change that. I said, I'm not going to share everything. I will share some stuff, things that I deem special, or things that I think is nice to share, and it will not hurt myself or my relationship with my girlfriend Kat or anything like that. But that being said, if you've noticed, the last year I really scaled it back. Even though I'm still on here on stream tons every single day, I don't really talk about the private stuff that much anymore. Guess what? I'm not going to lie, my life's been a lot better, man. Like, what I have with Kat is amazing. We don't have to worry about people fucking with us or saying nasty shit about us or our private stuff all the time anymore. We don't have to worry about people stalking us, you know, because we have stuff that we do that we keep private. Our private time is amazing. And, you know, sadly, I've learned over the 10 years I've been a content creator. Here we are, the 10th anniversary. Sadly, the internet is just not a mature enough or safe enough place to be able to share your entire life. It's just not. People will, for whatever fucking reason, try to do malicious shit to hurt you if you put too much stuff out there publicly. And so this last year has been a lot different for me. My life, in my opinion, my quality of life has jumped dramatically, and I am in a much better positive place in my life than I was, you know, just a couple years ago. So, yeah, in my opinion, I've seen the light, and I do think there's a balance, and I think I finally found that and struck that balance, and now things are working out much better. Okay? All right. Shout out to Judicious Echoes, who did a 50-bit cheer. He says, Gunvolt series from Init Creates, who bought Mighty Number 9, are spiritual successors to Mega Man. Okay then. I've never heard of it. I've seriously never heard of it. The Honest Troll cheered. He says, a Bandhammer emote? I asked you once if you'd ever have a band-related emote, and you said you don't want any negative emotes. Well, guess what? I didn't make it. It was made overnight. Someone liked, you know, someone made this emote. I looked at it. I said, it doesn't seem too offensive to me. And since I had 5 open emote slots, I added it, and immediately people like you started complaining, say, oh my god, oh, it's a negative emote. Oh, you know, now the mods are gonna go ban happy and ban everyone with the emote. Well, so far, I haven't seen any insanely rampant amount of unwarranted bans on the stream today. If people like it, I'll keep the emote. If people really don't like it and think that it's a problem, I'll get rid of it. It's not a big deal. I have the ability to add and remove emotes on the fly. So, there you go. Shout out to, they call me the PS4 noob, who subscribed to the channel. Thank you very much to the PS4 noob for the sub. I appreciate that. Shout out to Sigint04, who did a 49-bit cheer and said, I love your rants, though. You tell it how it is. Random question. Do you have a passport? I'm traveling soon for the first time. I did have a passport. It was about 10 years ago. Actually, a little more than 10 years ago. I was working for a company called Helicopter Support, and they wanted me to fly up to Newfoundland, Canada, to meet up with a customer of ours and help them fix their consignment inventory woes. And so I did, and I needed to get a passport, and I got one at that point. I do still have it, but it's expired. I believe it expired 1 or 2 years ago, and so I would have to get a new one. But the good thing is, once you've had one, you could just bring it in, and basically it's a lot easier process than never having one. I remember the first time to get it, it was a pain in the ass. I had to bring in like 2 to 3 forms of ID, including a copy of my birth certificate and a social security card. All this shit I had to get in order to get this passport. And then it took like a long ass time to get it. Even though my company, Helicopter Support, paid to expedite it, it still took months to get it. So yeah, it's a process, but once you get it, it's pretty nice. It's a nice looking thing and a nice document that you can bring with you. And when you go to different countries, they stamp it with their own country's stamp. So if you become like a world traveler, you can have this cool collection of unique stamps and stuff, which is pretty neat. So, all right, shout out to Arctic Surface. He cheers his Fist of the North Star has dual audio. The Japanese voiced protagonist is voiced by the same guy that voices Kiryu in the Yakuza games. Which one will you be doing? English voices or Japanese with subs? More than likely English voices. All right. Even though Japanese with subs can be nice, I never saw the Fist of the North Star anime, and I only saw the animated movie, which was the abridged version of the anime, and that was about like 20 years ago. Like, no lie, like it was a million years ago. I think we're just gonna go with the English voices and just kind of not take it super duper seriously. Monkey Spy 1 has cheered. It says it's 2 p.m. here. Oh, is it? Well, it seems like you are a couple time zones to the east of me, my friend. Good afternoon, then. For me, it's still the morning. Still at 12 a.m. right now. A Moxer is cheered. He says, so glad you're still around. Been a supporter since 2010. And hopefully you'll be around longer. I'm not. Hey, man. I have no plans to go anywhere. All right? No plans. Alexander Ross, he cheers. He says, I wonder how things will change on Twitch now that Jeff Bezos announced today he'll be paying all Amazon employees $15 an hour starting next month. Well, if you didn't hear, the reason that he did that is because there was insanely negative backlash about the Amazon warehouse employees, people who work in the warehouses to distribute Amazon goods all over the country. Basically, there were a lot of news stories in the last few months that these employees were underpaid and basically treated like crap. A lot of them would get hurt on the job, and I guess they would get fired instead of, like, you know, being treated, oh, you got hurt on the job, okay, here's compensation, let's get you healed up. They'd be like, oh, you're fired. Huh? There was like a lot of shit like that going on at Amazon, supposedly. I don't know. I mean, that's just from what I read in news articles and stuff, okay? I don't really know the ins and outs of the warehouse division of Amazon. So, with all that going on, I just read this news article about 2 days ago that Amazon employees at the warehouses got like a minuscule raise, like a quarter an hour or something like that. Like, really small raise, to the point where employees were seeing it more as a slap in the face than anything else. Like, if Amazon was serious about trying to improve conditions or whatever, they'd actually give us a reasonable raise, not a quarter an hour, you know? So, if this is true, and Jeff Bezos did announce that, I'm assuming it's because of the insane amount of negative press that Amazon has gotten in the past year in regards to the Amazon warehouse workers. Now, does that mean that people in every single division of Amazon are going to see this raise? Because Twitch is owned by Amazon. I don't know how many of you know that. Yeah, Twitch is owned by Amazon. And so, I don't know. Will it affect it? I don't know. You know, for me, here's my perspective, okay? I'm always happy to hear that employees are at least getting something, and employees are being treated more fairly, and employees are getting more money. Like, that's what I'm happy about. That feel more humane and more fair treatment of people who work hard for a major company. You know, in this day and age, it's rare when you find a company that you can work for and that company values you as a human. You know what I mean? Like, it seems like the bigger a company gets, you just become a number on a spreadsheet rather than an actual human who contributes to a company. And there's no feeling of humanity or philanthropy when it comes to these big corporations anymore. So if this really is true and Jeff Bezos is going to do this, that's pretty ginormous and humongous that he's doing that, right? So there you go. If it's true, that's awesome. Okay? All right, shout out of Geekroom, who cheered. He says, finally caught up with your Dragon Quest playthrough on YouTube. Tomorrow I'll be able to join the Dragon Quest cream at 6:30. Should be fun. Awesome. Well, hopefully I'll see you tomorrow night then, Geekroom. Yeah, I will be doing some more Dragon Quest tomorrow night. We're at a great part of the game story-wise, so excited to continue on that playthrough. And a lot of people have been saying, Phil, what's going to happen to Dragon Quest? Because you played it all September, right? Dragon Quest started on September 4th. And if you actually look, I'm over 30 hours into the game at this point. But a lot of people were nervous. You know, you follow along the playthrough and you're like, uh-oh, Phil's now in the busy hardcore gaming season. What's he going to do? I will promise you at least once a week I'll be playing Dragon Quest, if not twice. It's going to be late night streams, don't get me wrong. It's going to be the shorter streams, but I am going to continue on this playthrough if and when I can. between all the new releases. And then when things finally do die down, if I haven't finished it yet, we will double down and start doing it as main streams again. But I get the feeling that Dragon Quest 11 will be like, you know, four hours of progress a week for the next couple of months, which means I'm probably not going to beat it until near the end of the year at this point, okay? But I'm not giving up on it. I'm not. I love the game, and even though a lot of people in my viewing audience just don't dig JRPGs for whatever reason, I do, and I'm going to keep playing it because I like it. All right? Okay, shout out to the Rahawa 28, who says, you seem to have more free time for night streams. Cool. How are you able to organize the extra time? I need help with time management. It wasn't organizing time. It's that Kat has changed her work schedule. She's now working a lot later. Certain days, not every day. Some days she's working kind of daytime hours, and some days she says she's working nighttime hours. Obviously, if she's working nighttime hours, that means I'm really just kind of here by myself. What am I going to do, right? So there have been a couple streams the past couple of weeks where I streamed a little bit later, like the fighting game streams in particular, right? I streamed a little later because I'm just available to, right? Rather than me just kind of sitting around waiting for her to come home, I said, why not stream a little bit later? Now, it's not going to be every day. In particular, this week, I know that I want to set up some stuff with the patrons. I want to set up the polls for Halloween and stuff like that. So probably, I don't know if it'll be today or tomorrow when I'll do that, but not every day will I be able to go late, just to forewarn everyone. This isn't a new thing for every single day, but there will be some cases where I will be able to do late streams. For case in point, on Thursday, like I told you guys, I'm doing 3 streams. I'm doing a 4-hour main gameplay stream, a 2-hour gameplay stream at the usual time, and then another 2-hour stream for the launch of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So that's quite a lot, you know, all in one day. I hope I don't tire myself the hell out doing it. But it should be a hell of a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you guys are looking forward to all the fun stuff coming up soon, okay? All right, BWT56 cheered. He says, happy 10 years, Phil. Been watching you for 7 years now, and hopefully... Ooh, hold on a second. Okay, he says, been watching for 7 years now, hopefully for many more. I agree. You know, it's funny because when I started this on YouTube, it was a new thing. Then after doing it for a few years, I was told, oh, Phil, this is not anything with longevity. You got to branch out and do something different, or, you know. And then all the years, I've had all the hurdles that have come up against me, right? How many hurdles have I faced? Tons. Absolute tons of hurdles. Short, you know, things that have attacked me, negative stuff against me, malicious attacks by trolls, and, you know, challenges financially because of the things that changed on YouTube and the like. And how many times in the last, you know, 5-6 years have people said, oh, you should just give up and do something else? And I never did. You know, I really said, no, I'm going to strive to stay doing what I'm doing, what I love. I've got the dream job now, right? I want to keep doing it. And guess what? I've have at least for the last 10 years, you know, been successful. I want to keep doing this for as long as I can. I don't know how long that's going to be, but I guess we're going to find out. All right. So thank you guys for all of your support. I know you love the stuff. I love doing what I do. Thank you. Okay, shout out to Judicious Echoes, who cheered and said, they made Mega Man Zero and ZX series, new blood-stained 8-bit game, developed Mega Man 9 and 10, and the new Blaster Master Zero. Okay, then. I think he's talking about Gunvolt. Is that who he's talking about? Because I think he had talked about them earlier here. Yes, Gunvolt. There you go. Okay, then. Well, that's interesting. Thanks for the info. Concrete Casket has subscribed to the channel for the 12th month in a row. Thank you very much, Concrete Casket, for the 1-year resub, earning yourself the Golden Crown Chat Badge. Very nice. Actually, I take that back. That's the Golden Crown with rubies. You have the ruby-encrusted Golden Crown now. Very, very bling. Very nice. Insomniatic Meat has done 100 cheer. He says, Mega Man hype, 10 years, let's do this. Yeah, not only is today the return of the Blue Bomber, 8.5 years waiting for a new game. Now we've got my 10-year anniversary on the same freaking day. That's pretty damned awesome. Hank, what's up, Hank? Hank has tipped me $5. Thank you very much. He says, just take your time with Dragon Quest and enjoy it like a lot of us do. That's exactly what I'm planning to do, Hank. I seriously don't want to have a situation where, oh no, now I can't play Dragon Quest anymore. Or, you know, with the pace that I've played it, and the fact that I know I do have a hardcore dedicated viewer base for the game, even though it's not a ton of people. The people who do show up for Dragon Quest are awesome. We have chill, fun, interactive streams, and you guys are supportive as well. That's the other thing. You know, a lot of people say, oh, how could Phil keep playing a game if he's getting like, 200 viewers a stream? The people who are there support, man. They support me. They're supporting my desire to play a very lengthy, classic throwback JRPG. Okay? And that's allowing me to do this, how I want to do it. So, thanks to everyone very much who has supported me and allowed me to play a wide variety of games as a variety streamer. It's really awesome that you guys are supportive and allow me to play a long-ass JRPG like Dragon Quest during this hard, busy gaming season, very busy with everything else. Is pretty awesome, All right. And shout out to Hollywood, who has done a 49-bit cheer. Thank you, Hollywood, for the cheer. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we have finally come to the end of the pre-stream. That's right. It is time to end the pre-stream. No, wait, never mind. We've got King of Hypocrisy, who just cheered. He says, shout out to the dudes in chat: Daniel Swaggins, Kovaros, New Face of Creation, Solid Metal Gear Rex, and King of Nothing. There you go. There you go, my friends. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. Thank you. Let's end the pre-stream and let's begin with Mega Man 11, right? Let's see. And here's the real curious thing about this. A Mega Man game with no input from Inafune at all. Inafune had left Capcom to go off and do his own thing. He did Mighty Number 9. I don't know what he's working on now. What will Mega Man 11 be without its creator? Will it be a great game? Will it be disappointing? I don't know. I love Mega Man, and I played the classics, so I'm on the same boat as all of you. I'm hoping for the best here. Let's see what they've done with Mega Man 11, okay? Okay, thank you. Let's end the pre-stream, and let us begin.